Zootopia was a smash hit, and it taught a lot about tolerance and kindness and empathy, but it was almost a really dark and really sad movie, and we have evidence with a deleted scene.
With this color, Zootopia accepts you.
With this color, Zootopia accepts me. What's wrong, Papa?
Nothing. Papa is just happy for you.
Thank you, Papa.
And when it goes on to show the little bear being so happy at his bear mitzvah and cheering, and there's balloons, but then his little emotion monitor clicks from green to yellow to orange to red, and he gets shocked. He gets shocked and he goes, "What's happening? What's wrong, Papa?" And it's like, oh no, it hurts so much. It's so sad and dark. So Zootopia did go through a lot of rewrites, and one of the original ideas that they did stick with for a long time was that Nick would be the central focus of the movie, and that all Predator characters did have kind of an emotion collar on. And if, maybe things got a little too heated or emotional or passionate, it could be good, could be bad, they get a little shock to remind them, go back to your place, which is terrifying and dark and terrible.
And there's no place. What kind of sadist comes up with that sort of thing? What comes up with that? I know it is...
Assistant Mayor Bellwether, maybe.
Yeah, it does happen, unfortunately. I was actually walking down the street and I seen someone walking their dog with a shock collar on their dog. Mm-hmm. And I think it's so barbaric. Like, I think that it's awful. And I'm the owner of a proud little dog that's the most stubborn thing in the world and doesn't want to walk whenever I try to walk it.
Your dog is a cat.
Yeah, she does what she wants. And I bring her in the studio, even though it's not bring your dog to work day. But I would never imagine putting a shock on it. And especially in this movie, I loved Zootopia. Everyone loved
it was
Zootopia.
Beautiful. I thought it was so smart in the way it delivered its messages, and it didn't do it in a way that was like so preachy or that people would look at it and be like, oh, and write that off. You don't realize it till the end that you've learned something about empathy and compassion and
being inclusive.
And being inclusive, because in this version, well, in the movie that we saw, predators have just evolved to not really care about hunting or their prey or whatever. Yeah. And this, they're like an oppressed member of society. It is more overt and it is more sad. I mean, when you look at the Papa Bear's face when he's like, do I really want to do this to my son?
Yeah.
And it's like, I have to. I have no choice.
Well, we can only take light in the fact that it was deleted and it was not shown upon us. But one thing that I did like about the movie is very similar to, I think the Jungle Book and the recent one that we just seen did a good job of kind of allowing us in our imagination to imagine that world mixing together without the predators kind of taking over, because we know in reality the tiger is not going to mix
it can be
as well.
Sad,
it can be.
But it's just part of life and death in the food chain. It sucks.
Exactly, and it's part of making a movie like that, I would say, so appealing that you can understand that that's part of the world that we live in, but it's not a bad thing to take us away and gives us an escape, especially when it's as badass as the recent Jungle Book, which hands down goes down to one of my favorite movies of the year already.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you are into these, talking animal movies,
which
is a very surprising thing to say, isn't it? Oh, I love talking animal movies. I just love it. Like Air Bud.
Something I like to do.
Zootopia.
I like it. Stuart Little. Stuart Little. What a movie.
Well, I think the way that they did deliver the message about, living together was so beautiful and so well crafted. And this one, it does take me to an emotional place, but I don't know if it was the right place. Audience, what do you think? Was it the right choice to change the story as they did, or keep the collar idea? It was pretty stark. Let us know what you think below in the comments, and please like and subscribe for more.